Hello everyone, this is Fenrir Slycon, here for another game of Surviving Mars, and this is the patch day in which the filters, anomalies, and hopefully disasters should be fixed. So, with that said, we have abandoned the underground, and we should kind of re-look at our infrastructure. Can we survive long dust storms and cold waves? We have a lot of power. We have a lot of power demand. Did we ever research the heaters? We did not. So, in prep of the disasters, let's put the subsurface heaters up. We'll get that money a little bit later. And so hopefully we see disasters again. I believe they said they fixed it. I don't know if we have to make a new game, but we'll see in this game, in our current one. And our current goal is to do the mole hole. We're with this shipment almost halfway for machine parts, and we have the concrete and metals for it. I don't know where I'll end this run. Right now, I'm building the mole hole because I think like you can kind of say once you get that up, you're like you can kind of guarantee the colony is going to survive. So be like, yep, I check that off. And then the question becomes, how long do I wait before doing another like very hard run? For patch wise, see if like wait next week, see if they patch anything. Maybe balance the new DLC. But I think the other thing I'm thinking about too for a new run, let's speed this up as we're just waiting and I'm just blabbering, is doing like more of an achievement run. So it would be much easier, and we would be aiming to hit all of the new achievements, or as many as we can, with the idea that the only one that is pretty difficult or time restricted is the 3 wonders within 100 souls, which sounds actually pretty tricky. There's a lot of research, there's a lot of resources that have to go in, and the underground's pretty tough to excavate, but that could be because we have the maxed out Mars Quakes, that is kind of making it very hard to explore that underground. So without that, it might be a lot easier. And I'm thinking if I do that, and please let me know if people have other ideas. I think Brazil would be a really interesting one, where the idea is with Brazil, you can change the waste rock into rare metals. It doesn't require any people, if I remember, unless they change that. And in this underground, all this like cave-ins, we're getting tons and tons of waste rock. So we could just turn this into like a giant rare metals factory, where we're exploring. We'll have a transport down there picking up all those waste rocks, bringing into our processor, and then we'll bring up the rare metals. Let's see if we can't land you, and we'll then take a quick look at the planetary. It's one we would never be able to really do, so we're happy to leave that. I think that Brazil's also one of my favorite sponsors too. I like being able to have the no restrictions when you're connecting, so you just build tons and tons of like little domes and you just connect them all together. I think it's a really fun way to play. And of course, the very powerful extractors that turn waste rock into rare metals. I would also probably do an easier mystery too. You're loaded. Let's do a quick peek at any of the other planetaries. We cannot do that one. So there are none. We'll get the rare metals back to Earth. And I'm thinking the Dreaming. I really like that one. I really like the St. Elmo's Fire, but I think that's actually a kind of, it can be, depending on your starting location, a more difficult one, whether you have water available. Let's go back and forth. So those are my current thoughts, and then maybe wait a few weeks before trying this map again. It would also be kind of nice, I will say, to play without Rebel Yell and the Last Ark. Those, I think, definitely changed the most on how the game's played. And the one kind of really unfortunate thing about Last Ark is you can't do tourism, which is like, there's a huge update to it, so it's, I think that's kind of the thing. And I will say, like, I have like really mixed feelings about Rebel Yell, because if you're managing your people right, oftentimes they're very happy, so their morale is very high. So you don't get renegades very often, which means you don't see those renegade events, and some of them are really cool. So you can, if you're playing well, you'll never see these like really cool events. I'm gonna hold off on building the subsurface heater until we actually see disasters. I should have checked when I actually started, because I know, like, in the first 20 days I expect to see both a cold wave and a dust storm, but I don't know if that holds true throughout the entire game. We kind of expect that same frequency. I just know those are the most challenging, because your colony is very, very young. It doesn't have all the infrastructure. It normally does as you get more resources. You can kind of build up a little bit, so it's more vulnerable to those disasters. How are we doing on machine parts? 4 are sold, you say, huh? It is going to take a very, very long time. Normally, when you're like just waiting for things, it's also a good chance to think like, hey, what should I be doing? Should I be expanding? With Last Ark, it's often you're waiting on people. How are people doing? Some of them have actually moved into this dome. Child. Interesting. I want to, let's see if the filters are working. That's would be a good one. I want to make sure seniors are going to be in this dome, so we have more spaces in our more comfortable dome for other people, so we can see if they start moving. Ah, they are. So it looks like they did fix the filter traits, and it looks like we got another cave in, which is excellent to see. This whole place is just full of this waste rock. I think they're having trouble finding places to actually place the little piles, or they're just like deleting them in
funding
like random
received.
spaces. Delightful. We probably can't afford very much. Our parts are 189 for 5, so we can afford 1 for what we sent 11. So I will say, even if we get them all, it will be less valuable now because things aren't very expensive, but in theory we could trade the metals out for food, which is actually something we might want to think about. Yeah, we'll do that now. We'll accept your trade offer. We are pretty low on food here, and I really just want our people working on the producing more machine parts. We do have 20 underground that we can make use of. I think it's 30, but we need 10 to repair our elevator that got totally wrecked. Yeah, we have very comfortable domes, very happy people. It's the morning, so the best time to check
Great dust
the
storm
comfort.
approaching.
There's a dust storm! Super exciting. Okay, it's a great dust storm. Let's slow things down. If we have a dust storm, what do we have to be worried about? It's been so long. Air. We need how much? How are we doing on air? Okay, we don't have a huge demand. I'm just gonna build a few more storage. Oh, I'm super excited to have disasters. So let's put a water tower down, and let's put another air somewhere. Where are we putting this? I always just cram everything in. That is not a pipe. This is a pipe though. Yep. I know how to handle disasters. This is probably the most excited I've ever been to have like a very terrible disaster happening. We can also get our moisture evaporator down just to help fill those tanks up. I think I'm gonna put a second one down. I kind of want it over here because this is where I'm gonna
Meteor
be
shower
putting
incoming.
the heater, so the heater can help with the tanks. I'm thinking the heater will go. We'll preemptively put it down. Now that I know there's disasters, I'll build the heater right here, and I think that should be able to expand. If not, I will be a little bit sad. We'll turn it off once it's built. We'll do, how much metals is it for the whole? 100? Yeah, we can do this one more time. The food for metals. After that, I'll probably trade concrete until we have the mole out. We should also get a large Duncan site. Oh my goodness, yes. Like, I think, and they also, we can't test it. The other big thing they fixed was the anomalies should be behaving correctly or better now, is my understanding on the patch. We can't test that because we were seeing those doubles mostly on the surface, and we've completely scanned it. So unless we get a meteor shower, we won't see that. In fact, it might be worth it with our rocket to do with all the fuel we have, that event where we can get the meteors to fall onto your colony, and hopefully not the one hex you actually live on. Okay, once it gets closer to the dust storms. Okay, I haven't actually done this, so it's less important now that we have an established colony, but certain things like your moisture vaporizer, even though they're off, normally if something's off, they don't take maintenance. But during a dust storm, that's not true. Everything outside will increase their maintenance. Normally, it's a little bit weird about what does and what doesn't, but moisture vaporizers do, and the drones will keep repairing them, even though they can't work, with the idea that when you do end the dust storm, they'll be ready to activate right away. I think that's also true of your Moxie. This helps to save metals in the beginning. It's very much less important now that we have a ton, but it's something to keep in mind. It's not a big deal. It's something I tend to do in the beginning where you probably want those metals for like solar panels and maintenance. So I won't do it, and we can just see what happens. I don't know how I'm doing on. I will also turn our fuel refineries off. Is there anything else that uses water that I want to kind of turn off? Normally I micromanage this, and this is like, it's been a while. I think that's fine. In the first few ones, in my when I did it before the update, I had a ranch. I would end up trying to time our ranch foods coming in and then turning that off so we don't have the air and water. Oops, subsurface heater, please turn off. And if we do, this should hit, I believe it's the middle tile you want to count for the heating, but also just might be, we can always test it too once we get the cold wave. That's always what I kind of aim for. We could go a little bit higher if we wanted to get potentially that moisture vaporizers. No. We cannot make it.
Meteor incoming.
Oh, hey. We'll go fix you. Okay. I think we're all...
Meteor incoming.
Oh, well. This meteor shower is definitely on top of us. We can speed things up, I think.
Meteor incoming.
Maybe. Oh, does this... Please don't... Oh, drones. Oh, good. I'm like, rockets tend to be immune to meteors, but that was very much a direct hit.
Meteor incoming. Resources are low.
Are we low on power? Oh gosh. Hey! Oof! Ow. We might need more power. I forgot to. We should actually probably build one more wind turbine. I didn't think about this, but we were relying heavily on solar panels.
Meteor incoming.
Okay, you've already hit us once. You don't have to do it again. Oh, our shuttles are down too. And this wind turbine. Oh gosh. That was like a perfect hit. A perfect hit. Okay, so we have a
Meteor incoming.
Please stop hitting us. Run, little, Nope. Great. It's not like shuttle hubs are expensive or anything. I just want to make sure
Meteor
these are actually
incoming.
connected. Great. Do we have any more air tanks around? Did you blow up our air tank? No, we have one here. Okay. Ouch. Oh, it did not destroy the, wait, what did you...
Meteor incoming.
That's good. Oh my goodness. we don't need that lot. 400 things of fuel. It's fine. Yeah. Goodbye, fuel.
Meteor incoming.
I guess we still have a lot. So if fuel gets hit, it blows up. That's why you don't want it in your universal, because it blows up the entire deposit or the depot. So if we had fuel in here, we'd lose all the resources in there. But we are very fuel rich. And we are... Ouch. This is probably the worst meteor storm we've had. One more soul to make it through. Now we can speed things up now that that meteor storm is totally gone. Is there anything else I want to fix right now? We probably don't need all of our solar panels if we have any that are still kind of broken. We'll just have a... Oh. Okay. How much... Oh, we lost our water tower. We are very low on water, which tends to be the thing I always worry about. I'm just gonna upgrade all of our moisture vaporizers. But we're over the worst of the dust storm, so even we should make it. We'll make it. Even if we ran out of water, we would have enough to we got destroyed.
Research complete.
Oh, excellent. Sorry, our colonists would have enough health to survive it. They just take a little bit of health. Wow, we actually ran out of oxygen? I guess we did. We did lose one of them. No, we didn't. We need to make sure we build more oxygen tanks in the future. We also kind of need our shuttle. Oh, okay. The other problem we're having right now, so please don't be on automatic, is we don't have concrete and we don't have metals. So we will kind of manually control you and pick some up. Just want to drop a few metals off. And I want to pick up some concrete. I want to move you back. Excellent. And let's make sure we drop these off so we can save our colony. Everything needs maintenance, including our Moxie, which should be very high priority. Land our rocket. We can say no to the subsurface seeder for now. Nope. We'll do concrete maybe. We have plenty of food actually. We might just turn the offer off. We did finish during that dust storm our one of our money, the terraforming initiative, although we don't plan on terraforming anytime soon.
A colonist has died.
Oof, we actually are not doing well on our health. Please, please, please fix our Moxie. Part of it is I traded out all the metals here, even though we have a
colonist has died.
Oh, okay, the metals are here. The metals are here. Oh no. Sanity breakdown. Witness me. After suffering a sanity breakdown, the victim ran to the hatch of the dome and quickly put a spacesuit and hijack a rover. Show me the enemy, importing Joe, and I'll bring it fury. Clearly, Aurora Oxygen, which is one of our problems, wants you to name the target. That building, see it, charge. That dome, we're gonna do the dome because the dome only requires wow, 3. Ouch. Polymers to fix, so that will be 15. I live, I die, I live again. With an ear-piercing war cry, the poor soul smashes the hijacked rover into the dome. The surface bends in and sunders under the force of the impact. The air inside leaves with a sinister hiss. We didn't have very much air to begin with. Luckily, the colonists inside the rover suffer only a concussion and is now feeling better, but ashamed. It's fine.
The recent
Yeah, I know. Please, please, please fix this. I'm gonna say don't repair that. Free up some more metals. We should go grab more metals with our rover. In fact, we need the polymers there too. Oh gosh. Alright, we have our Moxie working. This is the other thing we want high priority to get working. Because once we have our shuttle hubs, they can move the resources that we need. We do have the fuel for it. And we'll send you back. Okay, once we get this repaired, our sanity is very low from the disaster, and if they're suffocating, but we're also going to want to turn this up so we make sure we bring the resources over with our shuttle hubs. But we've made it through our first dust storm. I think that's a good place to leave it off. Thank you for joining me on the Surviving Mars, where we actually get hit by disasters. A pretty perfect hit with some asteroids and our first dust storm. And it's only was 230 or so souls in. It's fine. Mars is once again dusty. I'll see you guys later.